All right, let's try this again. And just kind of limited on room and fighting the fitting. Hose tensions pushing it away in weird angles, not allowing me to thread. And it crosses, then I can't get it loose. Just gotta be patient, take your time, you'll get it. I'm just trying to bend the hose and gain control of my angles so I can get it started. Now I've stuck it again. I get tension on that hose and makes a fitting jam up. Take a look fast because I'm fighting this way too hard. There we go. So now that's the way it should be. Now, let's see if I reach it from the back. Oh, another thing to point out, I've seen done by people that install these, you do not need hose clamps on any of the fittings. They're self-sealing, no Teflon tape, no sealants. Everything's all self-sealing. You can just snug it. You don't need to get carried away. Now I got to tighten the rear one. Again, don't over tighten them because when you go to pull them out, you'll end up unscrewing the fitting out of the pump or the filter housing, which kind of sucks because it makes a bigger mess than what it needs to be. Okay, got those both in, so just to give you a little view. Pull it off my head. And there's that fitting going down to the stock filter. And then over here is your line going back to the AirDog. And we ran the lines all the way back here, and they just wrap around and go to the frame and tuck into the frame. So now I gotta get the electrical out. So let me put the camera back on my head. And I got a bag over here, it's got the electrical in it. Well, greasy fingers. So normally I use the ground wire for the washer in that area. Let me grab that out of my way. Okay, in a second. So grab me a light so I can see what we're doing. So I want to go right rear the fender because I'm basing on where I'm going to mount this relay. I'm just going to drag it up here on top for a moment. Grab the skateboard and see if we can chase that wire down the frame in the same manner. Ah. Yeah. Okay. I had to pause a second. The battery died on the GoPro. Just as I got under here. I can't see my cable yet anywhere. So we're gonna keep feeding until we can get it down to the bottom. Whew. This wire's got a natural curve in it from being packaged in a coil. There we go, I've seen it come out the bottom. And there it is. So now, push it back up a little. Because I'm going to jump over the frame. I'm going to do just like I did with the fuel line. So now, where that fuel line went in through the hole, I'm going to push it back towards the opening of the frame. So I don't get stuck. I'm trying to get turn. Let's try another angle of the dangle. Get it off my arm. Yeah. Get it snagged up in the GoPro and everything. We're not going where we need to go. We're not even going. Because I'm trying to feel for it, and it's not going down the frame. It's just balling up. I've done this on my own truck and it turned out fantastic because there's nothing that's going to touch this electrical line or the fuel line. Snow protected from the wind and abrasion. I've reached in the hole here with my other hand, my left hand. There we go. Yeah. All right. So we're going to follow through the frame just like I did with the fuel line. And we're going to jump back up to the gap in the bed here. Now we can plug into the AirDog. But I want to clean that plug out since I pushed dirt in it. Pushing it down the frame. I had a rag that I just had a bit ago. There we go. Put the seal back on. So our electricals ran. And we consumed most of the wire. This lead, I'm going to run. Okay, let me grab my light. Okay, now we got to find the stock pump, which is down here yet. Pull the knife out of my pocket. So now I'm going to pull the stock power lead out, which is right there in my hand. Now we're going to take the relay lead and we're going to route it back around everything. I like to drop it under the steering shaft, not above it, so it doesn't drag on it. And you just plug and play. Bing, done. Power lines are a little bit different. I am not going to attach it to the battery like everybody else suggests or does. That's just a bad juju in my brain. And I'm going to end up cutting these and shortening them up because they're always too long. For now, they give you enough lead so you can go to the alternator with it, which I think is a very poor idea. You can actually just go to the frame for your ground. Get out of here where I can see a little bit since my light's jammed inside. The other thing people do is they'll go between the battery that way. Bad idea again. because all it's going to do is rot when the acid in the battery starts leaching out. Well, heck. We'll grab a blade and we'll just split the jacket again. So I'm going to take this back because I don't need all this wire. This is just a waste. Because I'll just come around the ABS computer. I'll use one of the power distribution box spots for ground. And I'll shorten up the red and we'll go right to the power stud right there and makes a clean install. So I'll just loop it around from the one side, go right to there with the ring terminal. So give me a moment, I gotta go chase.